How y'all doing? Welcome into Bobaleeky Speaky, man. I hope everybody's doing well. Dude, I'm going to be real with you. I don't even think anything's coming out of these damn headphones. I just wear them because they look professional, but hello, there's nothing coming out. There is nothing coming out of these things, dude. But you got to look like you're professional. You got to look like you know what you're doing. And when someone wears headphones, I feel like when you see somebody wearing headphones and they're talking into, what is this called, the SM7, they just know what the fuck they're talking about. They could be speaking gibberish and you're like, that's the realest shit ever just because they're talking into a mic. And they're wearing headphones and stuff, right? So that's why we got the headphones on, but ain't nothing coming out. So we'll take them off. We'll take them off for today. I feel naked. But anyway, y'all, I hope everyone's doing well. Man, just about 30 seconds ago, man, I was screaming at the camera, screaming at the mic, trying to hype myself, trying to get myself to stop overthinking doing this video, man. Where's it at? Come on. Where you at, bruh? Where you at? Get here. Get here. Get here. And now, as I'm settling into doing that and it's starting to shimmer in myself, I'm starting to realize I could be manic. I could be manic. I haven't been tested for it, but I think I could be. Because I'm starting to see similar traits in myself that I see. There used to be this one guy, my childhood church. This dude used to attend my childhood church, and he just the most depressed dude. I mean, the most depressed guy. You would start to feel depression, and you're like, yeah, brother Dave. Dave is probably less than a mile away. And you just start feeling this pit in your stomach. You're like, yeah, my Dave senses are tingling. And then you'd see Dave and you're like, yeah, makes sense. There he is. And it was just sad to be around that guy. And then years later, he goes super high energy. This was a guy that never talked. This was a guy that I didn't even know what his voice sounded like for the first 15 years of my life. And then this guy went from that to going to this he's talking about all this stuff. He's so happy. He's fixing things. He's smiling. He's got the biggest grin. I remember this one time I was leaving my garage. I opened the garage and Dave's right there. You see the garage come up. You start to see the shape of a person. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then Dave's just there like, hey. And it scared the crap out of me, man. And, it freaked me out. And he was waiting for me to leave because he wanted to talk to me. He wanted to talk to me about the end of the world and stuff like that. And so we talked about it. I'm in the car. I'm like halfway in, halfway out. But, I was thinking to myself, there is nobody here. I mean, this guy, there's nobody here. And the engine's running. All it takes is a quick lift of the trunk button in him to get some chloroform or whatever that shit is, and right on my nose, and that's it. And then I'm going with Dave. And then me and Dave forever, wherever he wants. And that shit was kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. But either way, man, but like this guy went from being the most depressed, never talked to, talking to everybody and having a 30-minute conversation with me about the end of the world, even though most of the time when I was talking, I was just, I was kind of just thinking about possibly how he was going to try to kidnap me. But either way, we had that conversation, man, and it just made me, years later, and then even like right now, I'm like, damn, am I Dave? I could be Dave. Because I just will have the lowest of lows, man, but then I'll get on this high, right? I don't know. I kind of just feel like Bitcoin right now, man. I'm just going up, going down, going up, going down. And it's just, I don't know. I've noticed, though, a little bit, so I'm not going to go crazy with this, because I've noticed a little bit that the low that I hit a really bad low a couple days ago, man. But I realized it wasn't as low as it usually was. Wasn't as low as it usually was, man. And I realized I need to take control of how I feel. And I need to take control. And I can't wake up and however I'm feeling that day, be like, okay, this is how we're feeling. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit sad today. Okay, we're going to be sad today. I'm feeling happy today. No, when I wake up, I need to set the intention of who am I going to be today? How am I going to feel today? And I think that's something in my life that I've been missing. I've always just been a slave to my emotions. I've always been a slave to what I'm thinking instead of saying, we are not going to feel this way today. And it might be a hard day. I'm human, so there's going to be days that it's hard, but I am going to set the intention. I'm not going to give into that. I'm going to put my energy to who I want to be, how I want to feel, how I want my day to go. And you have to tell yourself that's how you're going to feel. And every time you have that moment where you just want to give in to those feelings, man, you're just like, no, I can't. I got to get out of it, man. And it's normal to have those feelings, but how long do you let yourself sit in it and how deep do you go in them? And that's something that I realize is I am just always have been a slave to my emotion. When I first open my eyes in the morning, however I'm feeling, that's how the day is going to go. Instead of saying, no matter how I'm feeling to start, this is how the day is going to end. This is how I'm going to feel by day's end. And that shit got me, man. And, I've just been living my life like that. And I kind of noticed for the first time ever, I took control of what I wanted to feel and how I wanted to show up in the world. And once I did that, I realized, oh my goodness, it was just this eye opener, man, of just like, I've been living my life like this for so long when really I'm in control. I'm in control of how I feel. And some days, yes, are going to be harder than others, but overall, I'm in control of this shit, bro. I own you. I own you. My brain is my bitch. It is. We are always, most of us, man, we are our brain's bitch. But make your brain your bitch. Make yourself your own bitch. Do it. Visualize yourself just owning yourself. If you want to get creepy with it, get freaky with it, man. If you want to picture yourself with a chain around the neck of yourself, then do it. It's like, I own you. The way that Dave would have owned me if he would have kidnapped me, that's how I own myself. So that's how I've been feeling, man. That's exactly how I've been feeling. And I took control of this the other day when I was driving. I was feeling really depressed. I was feeling really sad. And I was driving down the road and I see this dude that I see all the time. He's a little mentally challenged. He sits on the street. I don't know if he's homeless or not, but he's got the biggest smile, man. He's got the best smile in the world. Best smile in the world. And he holds this rose, this little fake rose. And what that rose represents is just the love that he gives you with his smile, and it just represents love. And just I love this guy, man. And I'm driving down the road, and usually when I'm in a bad mood, I'll just ignore him. But I saw him the other day in a bad mood, and I was like, no. We're going to take control of how we feel. We're going to be who we want to be. We're going to feel how we want to feel right now. I'm taking it back. And I took it back in that moment, and I looked at him, and I gave him a point, and I said, I love you, baby. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep on doing it. Keep on letting the world see that smile. And the smile and that smile that I've always loved so much, just it got 10 times bigger, 10 times better. And I felt so good from doing that. And it changed the whole entire day. And that right there shows that we take control of how we feel, man. When you give in to your whatever feeling that you're feeling, man, you're just allowing it to keep on festering, man. It's not like that's just how it is. You're allowing it to. Every way that we feel, it's because that is what we're allowing our body to do. But one little thing can change that, which shows that at any point you can change it. At any point you can change the way you feel. And I did right there, just from giving that freaky dude on the street. I love him, but the dude's a little freaky. I wouldn't want to ever be alone with him, but I had the security of my doors around me, so it was okay. But I gave him that smile, and just the smile he gave me back, I was like, damn, look at what, just from me saying that to him, look what he did. I don't know, man. To me, it's like I just took it back. I took my power back. And I thought that was some real shit right there. And I don't usually do that in my life. Usually, however I'm feeling, again, I'll just let myself feel that for the whole day and wait until I feel better, instead of demanding myself to feel better, instead of telling myself I'm going to feel better and working hard during that day to make myself feel better with whatever, right? I mean, not unhealthy things. I'm not saying like, shooting up some heroin to make myself feel better, but I'm talking like, whatever it is I got to do, say, give some love on the street or change my mindset or something. But that was some real stuff. And I think that's what's crazy is like, I'll usually when I'm feeling bad, I was feeling bad the other day, I'll get 10 McChickens and we'll turn on The Boy in the Striped Pajamas or Schindler's List or something just to feel sad. And, not that that's a terrible thing, but like I don't know, man. I just think I don't know. I didn't do that, though. I didn't just like surround myself with depression. I didn't. I said, no. I said, we're not going to do this, man. I said, I'm going to take it back. And I was like, this is what change is going to be. And this is what you said. When you said you wanted to change, man, this is what it's going to take. It's easy to say you're going to change when you're in that mode. When we're all in that mood of, I'm going to feel good, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take back my life. It's easy to say it in that mood. You're all hyped up. You got so much dopamine just floating through you. But it's when you crack, it's when you start to go down, how do you then rebound? That is what really tests you. That's what really shows how much of a warrior you are, is in those moments. And when I hit that moment, when I usually would do this, I did that instead. That's a win. That's a win. Just that little thing's a win. And that little thing is starting to change. That little thing is starting to change the trajectory of my life. It's starting to change the energy in my life, the energy that I give off to people, the things that come into my life. I'm a believer in that. I mean, whatever you put out, that's what you're going to get back. People are going to feel that energy on you. If you are giving off an energy to people that you are sad and you're depressed, your confidence issues, you're unworthy, all that stuff, they're going to treat you that way because you're giving that to them. They're going to subconsciously give that same energy back to you. Same thing with the world, man. You put a certain energy out to the world, it's going to give you that back because that's just the law of the universe. It just is. That's just what people are going to do it. Things are going to do it. God's going to do it, even if it's not, I just however you say you're going to live, that's how you're going to live. That's the mindset you're going to be in. So I don't know, man. I mean, I know this isn't anything crazy, but I guess for me, it was just such a eye-opener that like, I don't know, man, just seeing that I could actually control something if I let myself. That's the key, is I let myself do it. Because there's been times I've been in a bad mood and I will do something good for somebody, but then I won't feel the happiness from it. I won't feel I won't feel grateful. I just won't feel any of those emotions, any of that energy, because I just won't let myself. Because I'm like, no, you're in a depressed mood today. You're not feeling this way. What the fuck? You woke up depressed. You can't feel good. Even though it's subconscious. But when you can let yourself feel it, then you're like, oh my God, I just changed the way I felt. I don't know, man. This is probably just powerful to me, but it is. It just really is to me. But sometimes I just be worried that I'm manic, but I don't think I am. Because I feel like when you're manic, you kind of got like, I feel like you have episodes where you kind of just black out and then you wait. You're kind of just hanging out with everybody at the block party and then it goes black. And then when you come back, everybody's slaughtered. You're like, what the fuck happened? You're just holding a horseshoe and you're like, what? What the hell? I feel like that's how manic people are, man. They just like, their eyes go dark and then they do some crazy shit. And I've never had anything like that, at least that I've remembered. Maybe I have. But yeah, so it's like stuff like that helps me. I feel like for the most part, I go into some deep sadness, but I don't think it's anything manic worthy. It's not like Dave. But I love you though, Dave. I hope you're doing well out there. But yeah, so anyway, that's how I've been feeling this week, y'all. So yeah, so I think I'm going to end it there, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. I will see you guys on Saturday. And as always, I love you and God bless you.